everyone, it's Simon Keeling here, weatherweb.net and sailingweather.co.uk. This is your sailing outlook for the coming week. Now, don't forget that you can print out a forecast for the Solent from the site here. Just look above and you'll see the forecast there. Please do display this in your club or your marina. Now, what we're trying to do is to get this forecast sponsored so that we can get this updated for you regularly throughout the week so that you can plan your sailing week. So, if you'd like to sponsor us or if you know somebody who might, then please do get in touch. Okay, so on with the forecast, and this is how things look for Tuesday. High pressure dominating things, and really that high is going to be in there for the rest of this week. So I think for sailing across many southern parts of the country, we're going to be looking at the winds generally coming in from a northeasterly direction. I think typically we're going to be looking at probably 2s, perhaps up to a 3 across southern shores during the course of Tuesday. Might just get up to 4 on the eastern channel. Now, stronger winds across Scotland coming in as a westerly. I think typically we're going to be looking at 6s around northern and western coast of Scotland, probably a 5 out towards the east. Through the northern parts of the Irish Sea, while west to west northwesterlies here blowing at around a force 4 to perhaps touching a 5 there. I think down through southern areas probably looking at a 3 to a 4. Now just watch out down these eastern coasts where the winds are generally going to be coming in as a west-northwesterly, turning though more into a northerly around East Anglia, blowing at around a 3 or a 4, but I think here we could find reduced visibility due to some drizzle. Okay, on with Wednesday, and during Wednesday, high pressure still stays out towards the west. Look of Wednesday is that the winds generally are going to be coming in as a north to northeasterly through southern parts of England, through the Channel. I think here we're going to be finding speeds typically of around a force 1 or a force 2. Now, I think generally more murky than it was across these eastern parts of the Channel. Some mist and some drizzle in here as well. For the west, we're going to be looking at northerlies probably blowing at 1s to 2s down the Irish Sea. I think though through Scotland, westerlies here probably blowing at around a 4, perhaps even touching a 5 around northwestern coasts. For eastern parts of Scotland, eastern parts of England, west to west northwesterlies, I think typically around a 3 or perhaps a 4. Lightest of the winds though always down in the south on Wednesday. Now, on to Thursday, and for Thursday, warm front is moving its way northeast, which you can see there, into Scotland. I think this brings lots of mist, murk, drizzle to western coast of Scotland, northern and western parts of Ireland. Typically, we're going to be looking at about a force 4, I think, for western parts of Scotland, coming in generally as a westerly. I think for more eastern parts of Scotland, eastern parts of England, here we're going to be finding a west-northwesterly, probably blowing at around a 3. I think could be a 4 though for eastern parts of Scotland. Now further south we've got a front that lies through the Channel, some variable winds through the Channel. I think typically 1s and 2s and just generally variable with some mist and some cloud around. And through the Irish Sea I think we're going to be quite variable. Northern parts of the Irish Sea westerly, I think here probably blowing at around a 2. Southern parts of the Irish Sea, well, may just get into an easterly here at around a 1 or a 2 once again. And then as we go in towards Friday, well, for Friday, big change taking place. You can see that there. Low pressure centred up towards the northeast of Scotland. Our high has now drifted away off towards the west here, and we've got this blasting northwesterly wind coming down through the country. Now, I think what that's going to do is bring speeds of up to a gale force 8 along northern coasts of Scotland. Could be 7s, perhaps an 8 across western coast. I think typically 7s and 8s down those eastern coasts of Scotland. 6s down through the Irish Sea. 6s or 7s, I think, for the eastern parts of the Channel and East Anglia, and I think typically a 5 or perhaps a 6 here through the English Channel itself. More unsettled conditions as well, blustery showers coming through, the heaviest of them always for the north and into the west of Scotland. And then finally, as we get in towards Saturday, well, it's all change again. Excuse me, because we see our northerly flow that clears away off towards the east, and then we get this northwesterly flow, clears to the east. Then we get this northerly flow, I think blowing at a 6, probably for East Anglia and the southeast during Saturday. Further west, I think we're going to be looking at a 5, feeling cold in that window. I think typically 4s or possibly up to a 5 through the English Channel. I think across western Scotland, with westerlies here at around 6. Now, showers down these eastern coasts, some of them quite heavy, but tending to fade through the day. And 1 or 2 showers for western Scotland, northern and western Ireland too. But again, those tending to fade as the ridge of high pressure builds in from the west. So it is an improving situation during Saturday afternoon. So that's your roundup of how things look during the course of the week ahead. Thanks again for watching weatherweb.net and sailingweather.co.uk. As I said at the beginning, we're looking for sponsorship for the forecast. So if you do know somebody who might be interested in sponsoring us, please do get in touch. But for now, whatever you're doing, I'm Simon Keeling, and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.